Hi, this is Mandy from Sunflowers and Doors. Welcome back to my channel. Again, I'm just creating some snippety bits and pieces at the moment. So I thought, again, that you might like to come along for the ride. Okay, so I have literally just pulled out a few bits and pieces that I've got, some sheets of paper, these are some of the gorgeous things that I had from my unboxing on the Your Creative Studio, really lovely, so I want to use those. I've got some little snippets, I've got pretty much a desk full of bits and pieces, and I'm going to create, just as I said, some snippets. All I've done with these ones here is I have literally, got a hair somewhere, all I've done with these ones here is, as I said, I've literally looked at some of the bits and pieces that I've got. I have just torn some of those down and I'm just layering at the moment. Now these can be toppers for pockets, for you can put them on front of books, notebooks, scrap pads. You can literally do so many things with these. You can use them as large clusters, you can use them as page borders, a little bit of interest on your pages. Yeah, loads and loads of different things you can do with them. This one here, I am just using some vellum. You'll have to excuse my nails. I've got dye and stuff all over them, and I can't get it off for love nor money. So yeah, I'm just layering up at the moment. This is just a slight patterned vellum. I think I got this from, I want to say, AliExpress in part of a package, but it could have been Shein, so I'm not 100% confident on that one. I'm also using little bits of materials or similar here. This is just a tea-dyed, what do you call them, tea bag, and I'm just literally taking some bits of that and using that as a little bit of a additional texture. So again, no particular style, I'm just plonking them on. Using Fabri-Tac for this one, just because it's closer to a fabric than a paper, I think. Okay. With these ones, I've put some of the outer paper on here, and then put a sticker on top. These are the stickers, but I've also got some of the paper with the pattern on, which I think might look quite nice. I don't want it to be too big, so I'm just gonna rip around this a little bit more because I don't want it to take all of the design, otherwise it's no point, is it? Yeah, so I hope you're all well and enjoying what little bits of the summer we have. It's been such a weird season. It's really been a weird season so far, so yeah, I hope you're kind of not stuck. There's so much going on, there's floods again, and it's balmy across the world. So I'm very grateful that we are blessed to have some nice weather. Okay, And these, as I said, they're just different, all different. The paper's really thin. I'm going to be backing, well, not backing, I'm going to be putting a border type thing on it. So I'll show you that. But yeah, a couple of different things I want to try. So watch this space. Okay. So I also want to use this. This is a little bee I had from Craspire. It's a wax melt with a bee head. That's what I was looking for. Beautiful, and I want to kind of use that for one of these pieces. I quite like it on that one. It's too big for that one. I quite like that as well, although this bit here is a bit bare, but I do think I prefer it on here. So I'm just going to glue that down. Again, I'm going to use a little bit of Fabri-Tac just because it's an odd texture. So we're going to pop that there. And I'm going to let that one dry. With these two, I am going to put them on, this is just plain craft card. I think it's quite sturdy. I think it's about a 260 GSM, something along those lines. And I'm going to use that as a backing. This paper is very, very thin because it's very, very old. So I just want to make sure. I'm going to give myself quite a bit of space on either side because I don't know how much I want to cut off yet. And the same with this one here. Okay. So again, I'm just going to pop those to one side for a moment. And now with this one, I want to get another piece of paper the same size, which it should be here. Yep. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put a little bit of backing paper on it. All will be revealed. So I literally am going to take a little bit off the edge because I want a rough feel to that. And I'll take a little bit off the bottom. So I'm going to pop this here. So that will tell me how much more I want to take off. So put that there. And I'm gonna go put it here. Okay, so again I'm just gonna ink around the edges. These are a little bit more difficult to ink around because they're so thin. And then this is, I think this is actually a tea-dyed card rather than paper, but this would have only been around about 160 GSM again anyway. So I'm just going to quickly glue this on here. And all will be revealed. I don't know if I've said that already. Just keep thinking it in my head. Okay. So we've got two pieces now that are the same size. And I could back them onto the card that I was going to do, but I'm not going to. I am instead going to try something a little different. I'm going to, attach these, or the one anyway, to some vellum. Not vellum, I've been working with vellum, to some acetate. Like so. I'm going to use my grid just to kind of keep me on track, because I do want there to be a nice size border around here. Okay, so that is like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over and get rid of some of this unsightly glue by putting this side on top of this as close to the original shape as I can. Like that. Lost my pin again. Story of my life. Ah, there it is. I need to order some of those pin things, I think. I tried a pin cushion and that didn't go down well. I think the Paper Shed UK's got some. So I'm going to need to pop on over there and have a look what they've got. Okay, so I'm just going to take this down and try and keep it, that's not at a right angle at all, and then I'm going to try and keep it so that there's the same amount of border around each area. It's not enough there, and there is bits of glue that they can be tidied up. Okay, I'll take a little bit off this side here. And I think that's okay for a minute. Just going to get rid of this glue before we do anything else. And then I am going to cut the corners. Like that. And I'm going to use this as a piece that's going to tuck in to a pocket. Now I could stitch around the edge, and I may well do that. I'm going to have to straighten that up a bit actually. So yeah, I might stitch around the edge, which will give me a little bit more interest, but I just love the idea of having, can't really see it too well because obviously it's transparency, but I just love the idea of that being a little bit more stable, and you've got your writing space on the back. Yeah, I really do like that. Really like that. Oh, there you go. You can probably see it better against the card. Love that. So yeah, I will link your Creative Studio down below because that's the papers that I've used for this one. I will link Craspire down below because that is the wax seal that I use for this one. And then coming over to these, I'm going to try and see what it rips like first of all. It's a big ask because it is quite thick, but we'll give it a go. Okay. And I'm not going to get away with the top. I think I've put it too close to the top to be able to get away with ripping that, I have. So I'm just going to, if I can find it, I've got one of those little things that you distress it with. Can't find that at the moment, so we'll just use a pair of scissors. And again, I'm just going to ink around the edge. And I'm using walnut stain. I use it for everything. You'll be fed up of me saying that. But I do use it literally for everything. Just checking to make sure I was recording. Now this one, I've got two sides that are straight, so do you know what? I'm just gonna straighten all the edges on this one. Like so. Again, I'm going to ink around the edge. I think I'm going to, no, I'm not going to round the edge, I'm going to keep the edge as it is. Again, I can stitch around this one if I want to, which might look quite nice. Okay, so the next one is, so we'll do two together, be easier. Oh, that's three. Should we do all three? Oh, let's live on the wild side. Okay, so this is craft paper, just plain craft paper. I'm going to some of this. Like that. I'm desperately trying to keep this ink alive, but not having much joy, so I will have to change it now shortly. Okay, and then I'm going to go with, I think, I've got one last piece of this. I'm going to use that up as not to waste it. Okay, I've still got some, I've got some of this. I would like to try and incorporate this. I like the colour. Perhaps not into that one. Definitely want to incorporate some of this too. And then we'll go back to the vellum, pattern vellum for this one over here. Okay, let's just ink these up. I don't tend to use vellum as a cluster type material. I don't know why, I've just always been a little bit, they've never been bowled over by them, but I'm actually starting to enjoy it. Right, okay, so I've got loads of little pieces here. I have got, well, some not so little. Okay, let's grab all of these. Might use some of those, maybe. I've also got them in green. Which I could use, and I've also got some like that. I like to try and use that. Just gonna go over this to get rid of some of that white. It's not a, well, it is a Fussy Cat image, but I used the cricket on it, and yeah, it didn't cut as closely as I was hoping it would. But that's okay, because it still saved me from fussy cutting, and I can always hide bits that I'm not happy with. See that one there? Came out better. So let's pop all of these here. I like that. Okay, now I'm definitely going to use that one, I think. That's not a very good definite, is it? And, you know, you can always stitch down the middle of these as well. You can add fabric. You can go to town and just build them up layer after layer after layer. And then just going to pop this one on. Like that. Okay. Now with this one, happy with the outside ones. You could even stamp on that as well. It's quite plain, but again, it's these are pretty much just the bases. You can, you know, you've got to put them on top of something. You can decorate them more. You can, whatever you want to do with them. Okay, now I do think I'd like to use that. And I think it looks quite nice. I don't know whether I think it needs to be inked, but I can always add ink to it later. I can't take the ink off if I change my mind. So I'm going to go there, like that. And with this one, what are we going to do with this one? tell you what I do have. Bear with me. Right, I'm not going to keep you hanging around forever while I try this out. I'm just going to put some brown on the ends of this so it'll blend a little better. We're going to put it down. We're going to finish these couple off, and hopefully I will have had some more inspiration for the embellishing. I think it's probably one of the things that do you know what? I don't know. I love watching other people, and some people are just so flipping talented at putting embellishments together and, you know, making things pretty. I do sometimes struggle with that myself. Okay, happy. Yeah, that looks quite nice actually, doesn't it? It looks quite nice. So I'm happy with this one, so let's ink that. So there we go, we've got 3 there. So the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to back them again onto some card. I will have a little look to see whether we do that on plain card, or because these would even look nice. I'm not going to put them on here, but they would look nice on something like that to make them bigger again. I'm saying I'm not going to do it. I like that. I might do it with one. Let's get my least favourite picture that I don't mind hiding. So I'll give it a go on that. See what it looks like. Which one did I use? Can't even remember. No, that's too busy. Can't even remember which one I used now. That's a no, no, no. I do like that one a lot, but it's see, that would make a really nice, if I backed that, it would make a really nice chunky journal card, or no, I'm going to do that one. Or pocket, or text spot. There is loads and loads of things you could use that one for. And it wasn't my intention to use it and cover the front, because it is really, really pretty. But I do think it looks quite nice, being a central border type piece, you know. Oh, upside down. Okay, let's have a little look. Okay, great. So I'm going to come back and I am going to back these. So I'll come back to you once I've done that, so you're not hanging around constantly. So I'll see you shortly. Okay, so I got distracted and I then went and had some food, and now I have no idea where I was. So so I did do a few bits and pieces to the bits on the ephemera. So let's have a little look and see where we are. I do want to back this one here. This one here, I backed with one of the Tim Holtz ephemera cards, and I just put a little label on that, and with that I'm going to attach that here, and I'm going to have that as a pocket. So I wasn't actually going to start using these pieces for ephemera, but I just thought it was a good opportunity. So that's what we're doing. My videos are supposed to be getting shorter, but they're actually getting longer. So I don't know why that is, but there you go. It's probably talking too much. Okay, so let's just go around this with some ink. Okay, so we are going to attach this like this and have that as a side pocket. Could have it as a tack, but I'm going to go with a side. Or should I go for a tack? No, I'm going to go with a side pocket. Okay. Okay. So that will go there, and then I'm gonna actually use one of these, excuse me, as a journal card for it. And I'm gonna put a little tab on that, just because I think that'll look nice. Grab my script stamp, and we'll put a little bit of script on that. Then I'll just go around the edge. And I'm going to pop this on here, and we'll have that as a text spot. Sorry, a pocket with a journal card inside. So I'm going to pop that there. Like that. And then we'll just have that as a journal card. So we've got a nice excuse me, pocket. I'm going to attach this to the page down the left and right and across the bottom. I'll have a deep pocket there and then a side pocket there. So, okay, happy with that. These two here needed backing. I thought I'd done those, but I haven't, so I'll just give those a quick back now. Less plain. So I'll let those dry for a moment. This one here was, again, just another embellishment to finish that off. And I've also inked around the edge on that one. Now what I do want to do is I do want to put a, oh gosh, what's happened there? I want to put a charm in this one. So I need an eyelet. And go with one of these. And then I want a jump ring. And I'm going to use one of the charms that I had from PandaHall. PandaHall Select, I had these charms. I've done an unboxing with them. and I think I'd like to use one of them for this. They are really nice, heavy charms. I really like them, and I hope that this will fit in here now. I probably haven't given myself enough room. No, I haven't. Okay, so I'm going to have to right, okay, bear with me. So I'll try one of these first, and if that doesn't work, then I'll use one of the chains. Okay, so just pop that up the way. So where did we go? We had this pocket which we were happy with. We've got this that I'll use as a journal card. You can write on the back. You could dye it with or cover it with coffee dyed paper if that was something you would like to do. I've got this one here that I'm going to use as a pocket, and again I've just put a little bit of embellishing on there. Now this one here, I've put it on our card, and I'm going to need to back that one again. And this one here we saw earlier with our little bee wax seal, and that was Craspire. I've got these couple here. Now I like these two as they are. I love the colouring on those. I just added a little bit of labelling just to kind of jazz them up a little bit more, and again I will use those either as journal cards or tags. Excuse me. I really do like that one, but again I'm going to have to back that. And then I've got these two here, and I have also got some wax seals that I was hoping to be able to use. Now this wax seal is the Tree of Life, and this came from PandaHall, and then this one is another bee that came from Craspire. So I know I definitely want that one on there. So I'll glue that one on now quick before we do anything else. Stuck. Okay. So that one will set. I'm not sure about this one yet. I'm not sure. Let's have a look at this. No, I don't think that needs that one, does it? But I will back that, and I will cut those off. But while I am waiting for those to dry, I did want to use one of these again and try and have it as a an inside piece on this CD cover that I have dyed with tea. I'm just going to put a little bit of stamping on it. Sure these will wipe off. Okay. And then what I wanted to do with that is I want to pop this inside. I'm going to take a little bit off, top and bottom. I'm going to measure here, and cut that. Okay, what I'm going to do with this one is I'm actually going to glue it on the inside. And this is where I face a bit of a challenge. Okay, that's not fully straight, but straight enough. Oops. What I'm going to do is I'm going to seal this top down like that, and I am going to cut a slither off the side. And I mean just a slither. See if that's enough of a slither. No. Is it? Maybe. That was clever. Okay. And just gonna do that. Okay, this is then going to be a pocket, or that I'm going to use. It's not the same principle as this, but I'm going to use it for the same kind of theme journal. So that will go with that. And I will just attach this again, probably on the bottom, across the both sides there, and have that as a top tuck there, a top pocket there, and a side pocket there. I don't know whether I want to put some washi tape on this, just to kind of strengthen that side. No, I probably don't need to. Probably don't need to. Anyway, that's that one. Okay, so this one, just going to grab some card. So that is going to go on there. Absolutely love that one. It's funny, isn't it? It starts off as something that you're not overly fussed on, and ends up being one of the pieces that you kind of like the most. So yeah, this collection I had from Your Creative Studio. It was the first unboxing. I'd had a box from them previously, But this one I absolutely loved. It was just gorgeous. Colours were amazing. And there was so much stuff that matched, you know. Yeah, it looked really, really lovely. What did I do with my ink? Oh, there it is. Okay, so that is one pocket and another pocket on the side. This one is just going to be a pocket or a tuck spot, and this one here is going to be either a pocket or a tuck spot. And then we've got this one here, as I said, with our little charm on. We're going to use that as a journal card or a tag. So happy with those. And then this one here, I'm not backing these two with a border. Just wanted these to just be smaller cards that I can pop into pockets. I'm really in a crafty mood today. I could stay and craft all night, but that's not doable. I've got work tomorrow, so it's yeah, it's really not doable, which is a shame. Okay, so those two are going to be just journal cards. I wonder if they'd be nicer with a rounded edge. Yeah, I like that. A bit late if I didn't. Okay. So that's those two. We've got our CD pocket. You could, like I said, I'm going to attach that to the page, and I'm going to have it as a top pocket and a side pocket here, but you could put a flap on this. You could have even used that as your flap and have it as a flip out. Yeah. Then we have got another journal card here with our little wax seal. We've got these two here, which I absolutely adore. We've got this one here, which I really do think is really funky. This is the one that we've used acetate for. And then on the back of that, I've just got a journaling space, and I've just put another one of those flowers on the back. Really do like that one as well. This one definitely needs a little bit more, but I don't know what that little bit more is. Let's try some washi tape down the side and see if that looks ridiculous or okay. Sometimes it's just a little border, isn't it? And it makes a difference. So and then what I will have to do is put something across there to hide that, because that just does not now go with the frame. It doesn't go, it doesn't. Have we got anything I can put there? Let's have a look. Nope. Nope. Oh, I wonder about a circle. because that could go further down there, and that could go on there, like that. Still not my favourite, but I'm not sure I'm gonna get to a point where this will be. Will be a favourite, so I'm loving this new setup. I can actually see what I'm doing for a change. So I don't have to keep getting up and looking down the camera. I can just see. I don't know why I waited so long. Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit off this side, trim it down a bit, just so that looks more even. And I might just trim those edges with the circle. I think it rounded makes it look a bit better. So yeah, not overly sold on that one, but I'm sure mixed in with other bits and pieces it will look it'll look okay. That one I do love. These two I absolutely love. That one really like. I've got 2 playing cards here, our CD pocket, our tag, and then our 3 pockets, tucks, whatever, one of them with another pocket inside. Excuse me. So that is it for today. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed playing, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, as always, take care, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Bye for now.